Hi. I want to talk to you briefly about loneliness. Loneliness. What a struggle that is to feel lonely, to feel alone. And it's just so sad sometimes to really feel alone. But I want to talk to you about that because it's a big deal and a lot of people feel it. We can all feel lonely. And the funny thing is, even married people can feel lonely. So don't think like, oh, one day if I could only get on this or no, not necessarily true. You can be lonely even when you're married. So a lot of people that happens with. So how do we handle loneliness? Honestly, just first of all think about it theologically. You're never alone, right? You're never alone. God is omnipresent. He's at all places at all times and interestingly doing different things at different places at the same time, which is crazy. But God is omnipresent. So you're never actually alone, really. Yeah, but I can't touch God. I can't hug God. I can't do stuff like that with God. Well, that's true, but that's not what you need. It's not what you need. So what do you need? Or what would I need? We need to keep in our mind that God is present at all times. Galatians 2:20, for I've been crucified with Christ, and it is no longer I live, but Christ lives in me as a believer. You're never alone. Christ is always with you. But then secondly, try to take your loneliness and use it as fuel. What do I mean? Use it as energy. Do you know how many other people that are struggling? Use it as a way where you can just start to think of other people, and maybe you already do this. But just, this is the most loving thing we can do, is we start to apply thinking of others, praying for others who might be in a similar situation. And as we start to do that, God starts to use us. And then, wow, we start to get joyful. We get joyful in being used by the Father for the sake of his church. And that's phenomenal. Is it the same thing as having and holding somebody's hand? Well, no, it's not the same thing. In some ways, it's better. Far better. Because even if you had somebody, you're going to have expectations that can never get fulfilled. And how lonely can that be? But if you're doing ministry in the Father's name through the love that He's given you, Romans 5:5, then we can be excited and we won't be lonely. I mean, we will still from time to time because we're human, but we will work out of it. So work out of it. All right. I hope this helps you. Have a great day.